Welcome back to continue our discussion of the exciting theater seasons planned for next year. I'm now joined by my good friends Philip Kohlglaser of the Fort Wayne Civic Theater and Brian Wagner of Arena Dinner Theater. Welcome, Brian, and welcome, Philip. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, John.
It's always easier for me to guest host when I know everybody on the show. Brian, let's start with you and talk about Arena Dinner Theater.
Okay.
What's planned for your season?
We have a season of 7 shows, 6 comedies, and 1 musical that we're doing this year. 3 of the shows that we're doing have never been seen in Fort Wayne before, so they will be
premieres.
Fort Wayne premieres.
Fantastic.
Yes. And we're opening our season with a show called See Jane Quit, which is a very funny Southern comedy.
See Jane Quit what?
Well, she's trying to quit smoking.
Oh, all right.
But she runs into a lot of problems with that through the course of the show from her family, who are hiding lots of secrets from her so that she doesn't stress out and start smoking again. So I can't reveal a lot of what those secrets are. Otherwise, it spoils the surprises in the play. But that opens on August the 9th. It's a very funny show written by Beth Kander, a relatively new playwright, and I'll be directing that. The other show, the other 2 shows that we have that are new, our January show that runs January into February is a show called Laughing Stock. Again, a Fort Wayne premiere. It's a lovely, very sort of sentimental Valentine to theater and in general and theater people. It's about a group of people doing summer stock out on the East Coast over the course of the summer, and they're doing productions of Dracula, King Lear, and Charlie's Aunt.
Philip and I just looked at each other like, I think I did that. I think I did that in life.
It'll be familiar to anybody who's ever had that summer stock experience.
And
but it's again, a very funny, very sweet show. That will be followed by another Fort Wayne premiere called the Dixie Swim Club.
And I've heard a lot about that play.
That's been touring quite a bit, actually, on the
very popular
road shows.
Yeah, regional
through.
theaters are all picking it up as well.
And it's a lovely show about 5 women who have been friends since they were on the swim team in college. And every year they go and rent a beach house in North Carolina for a week during the summer. And it takes place it spans a good deal of time from when they're actually probably in their middle 20s up until their 60s.
You will have quite a large cast or auditionees coming.
We're hoping.
A lot of women
we
in town
actually
talking about that
We actually
play.
have a very strong female season this year. Not by any plan of our own, but just happened to sort of fall out that way. My show, See Jane Quit, will then be followed by Stepping Out, directed by Ruben Albaugh, a graduate of your program at the university.
He's a great director.
He's a lovely man. And that is, he needs 9 women and 1 man for that show.
Wow.
The women do need to, well, all the people need to tap dance, actually. It's not technically a musical, but there is music involved and a lot of tap dancing.
Yeah, is this a Liza Minnelli vehicle?
She did the movie version of it back in probably the late mid-80s.
Yeah, I thought so.
And then for our holiday show, which is not really a holiday show, because we got tired of reading really bad Christmas shows.
Of which there are many.
There are a ton of them, believe me. I think I've read them all.
Fat Santa, Skinny Santa, Dead Santa.
Yes, we're doing, we decided to do just a solid production that I think the audiences will really enjoy. So we're doing the 2-person show same time next year that will run over the holidays. And I will be directing that as well.
Title people know.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. And so then, let's see, where am I at in my season? I've jumped around. In May, we'll be doing Blithe Spirit. John Tolley, who actually preceded Tom Hofrichter as the executive director at First Pres, was coming back to town from Indianapolis to direct that for us. First time he's directed at Arena, so we're very excited to have him back. Very funny, very classic British comedy by Noel Coward. And then we're closing the season out with the George First Stephen Sondheim Musical Company, directed by Chris Murphy, with the musical direction by Ben Wedler. So we're very excited about that.
Chris Murphy's getting around, apparently, this season.
Yeah, he's doing the first show at First Pres.
At First Pres, and now he's doing, that's fantastic. Now, you don't do a lot of musicals at Arena Dinner
We used
Theater.
to do, we sort of got out of the habit of it, actually. We used to open each season and close each season with a musical. So we're trying to get back into the swing of that. And so this will be a test for that. We did a musical last Christmas, so we popped them in and out, but we're trying to get back to doing
And so why
2 or 3
do you mainly stick to comedies?
I just think that when you're coming to have an evening at a dinner theater, you don't really want to have a couple of drinks and dinner and then see Death of a Salesman. I think it's just kind of a drag. So
I
we
guess
try
it could
and
depend upon
not
the food and the
but
drinks,
we've
though.
done that.
It could
We've
depend
done
on
well.
the-
That's
yes,
true.
that's true.
But
We've done that.
We've done Williams. We've done Death
you
of a
learned your lesson.
Salesman. We've done actually, people responded fairly well to it.
All right.
But I think it's easier to keep it a little lighter and funnier, and I
Helps
think it
with
makes,
the indigestion.
Yes, it makes for a little more entertaining evening, I think. So.
Great. And how does someone get tickets for Arena Dinner Theater?
There are two ways. Our season tickets are on sale only through the end of See Jane Quit, which closes on August the 24th, and those can only be purchased through our box office, and that number is 424-5622. There's information on our website, www.arenadinnertheater.org, that you can access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that has information about all of the shows I've talked about. You can make reservations for individual shows, but you cannot purchase season tickets on the website.
Great. And if I'm not mistaken, this is your second year as...
This is my second year as executive director.
As executive director,
of the-
terrific. And how many shows are you directing this season?
I'm only doing 2.
Only doing 2?
I wasn't supposed to be doing the one I'm doing right now, but when
somebody
things-
quit.
Well, yeah,
Someone quit. Jane quit. They quit.
Yeah, so for circumstances out of their control, took a job outside of Fort Wayne and had to leave town. So it was just easier for me to step in and do this.
So you're in rehearsal for that right now?
I am. I'm leaving here to go do that as soon as we're done.
All right.
So.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, John.